Hello guys, how's it going? Today we're going to be breaking down the most detailed and comprehensive Amazon FBA UK course at the minute and just for the foreseeable future. I'm going to be going into this course, breaking it down, going through every single module, explaining what's in it, explaining what it does, and explaining all the extra benefits you get with the course and everything like that. Before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Leave a comment below and tell me what you think about this course review. What do you think of the course in general, and how would you compare it to other courses when you match them side by side? So before we go ahead and look at the full course breakdown, I don't just want to shove it in your face. I want to kind of lead you into it and just really break it down in a step-by-step process of why it's an actual good idea to get into it in the first place. So if you're watching this video, I'm assuming that you all want to start your own Amazon journey today. So if you do and you actually are serious about it, then you have two paths to take in learning how to sell and starting your journey on Amazon, okay? You have this way, the hard way that many have took. I took the first time round and I paid for it quite heavily, where you spend months researching on YouTube and you never get the full information. I can attest to this, and I can promise you, I can absolutely hand on heart promise you, as much as people say that you can get it all online, and you can get a lot of information online, and it's how I learned to sell on Amazon, even though it cost me a couple £1,000 more than it should have, and maybe about 3 months of time more, it did teach me how. But I had to learn a lot myself. I had to learn a lot of mistakes. I had to spend a lot more money than I needed to, and it took me so much longer than I would have liked it to, because the full information just isn't there. You can learn a lot online. There is so much information out there, but the little tips and strategies that you only learn through doing it yourself and going through it yourself that can save someone months of time and thousands of pounds are little bits of information that you're not going to find free online. They're not going to give away these free bits of information. And you really need to get that from a reliable source that isn't just on some random YouTube video. You don't want to be piecing together hours of information from YouTube where you're watching a 15-minute video over here, then a 20-minute video from this guy, then you go over to a US seller and you take a 10-minute video from him, and you try and botch together this plan that you're going to make to launch your product and do your advertising, when it's just not going to go well. When you're piecing together different opinions, different pieces of information from UK and US sellers, which I never recommend. I don't really recommend watching US sellers too closely, because the markets are so different that the actual information that they're putting out, maybe the concepts are right, but the actual application is so different in the UK that their information just won't work at all. So you're going to make simple mistakes that cost you money and push you back to never succeed, because once you lose money and once you lose faith in the process, you're probably never going to get started again. And so many people get stuck at product research or get stuck at the first hurdle that it's really just not even worth it. If you're serious about starting, then actually invest and start and put yourself on the line. Once you have some money invested, you're more likely to actually follow through and take it seriously. And then if you do go the hard way, you're going to continue with no support or personal guidance. I can't tell you how valuable it is and how helpful it is that when you're stuck on just a little tiny thing, most of you know how to do product research, you know how to launch a product, but you don't know the little tiny little step that's involved in between creating your listing and doing this next little step, and what option to choose and when to click this and when to click that, and when your PPC advertising is doing this and it's also doing this and it's been out for 4 days, what do you do at this point? It's the little things you don't think about until you get to it that are going to really halt you and cost you a lot of money in advertising and finding products and doing this stuff. That having that personal guidance or someone just to say, nope, it's fine, just do this, just do that, and then this will happen, just that little edge and those little tips here and there can help you so much in your journey. So the much faster and the much cheaper way in most cases, allow me to guide you through the entire journey, okay? I can give you my full Amazon course, full almost 200 videos, more than any other course out there, along with my 24/7 mentoring and just all the support, all the networking, all the discounts I can give you to start your Amazon journey. It's going to be so much easier for you, and it's actually going to save you more money than it actually costs, potentially, in mistakes you're going to make and time you're going to spend trying to learn these mistakes and go through it. Most people, when they don't take a course and they start a PPC, you're just going to be wasting money and putting it down the drain and putting it down the drain, when if you actually invested in your learning, you probably would have got started sooner, and you wouldn't be wasting this money trying to learn what someone else can show you in a 5-minute video. So after me saying all of that, would you be interested, and do you actually want my help? So before we actually get into the full course breakdown, I just want to show you some student results from the course, and I can actually say confidently, and I can promise you, that every single person, this is actually amazing, every single person that's taken my course and has started selling on Amazon is doing well currently, and they are succeeding on Amazon. Every single person. There's not one person who's taken the course so far out of the 15 or 20 people in it that have started selling that have failed and not done well so far. Not one person, okay? So here's some results here just from some of the students. Around £700 in 7 days, 730 in 7 days, 3,676 in the past 30 days. And then we've got a testimonial from Christian saying Ryan's knowledge and experience and overall Amazon FBA know-how is unrivaled, particularly in his advertising and PPC methodologies, which we'll get into that in a minute because that's something I really pride myself on. He uses his own account to demonstrate how you can improve your advertising efficiency to the max. His meticulous eye for detail and understanding for each individual circumstances really shows he's a seasoned seller. He is a credible private labeler with a solid record of accomplishments even to his name. I would 100% recommend Ryan's course. He is a great guy with a personal, considerate route to his teaching. And just between you and me, Christian took probably the biggest Amazon FBA UK course, and I gave my course to him and said, can you give me a direct comparison? And in fact, maybe 3 or 4 of the people in my course are people I've said, right, you've taken the best course in the UK, you've taken another course in the UK, here's my course, directly compare it, because that's how confident I am. And Christian is one of these people who have taken the best courses in the UK, and this is the testimonial he gave after taking my course. So after going through this, let's get into the course breakdown, which I'm sure you're all eager to see, and that's the bit you came to this video for. So this is the full Amazon FBA course. It'll be the first link in the description if you want to check it out yourself. But obviously we've got the sales page bit here. We've got the testimonial from Christian. We've got a few video testimonials from some of the students. Another testimonial there. And then we actually get to the class curriculum and the course in general, which is the biggest out there. It is the most detailed. I'm not just saying that because it's my course. Like everyone says their course is the most valuable. Please get my course up. Compare it to someone else's course directly. I'm not afraid to go toe-to-toe with any course, and I'll put money down on the fact that mine is more detailed, it's bigger, it's more comprehensive. I'm so confident in this, guys, and in the next couple of days I'm actually going to be adding around 20 to 30 more videos on possible outcomes. What do you do if your product isn't selling? How do you combat this situation? What if this happens? So I'm not just going to show you the route, I'm going to show you what happens if you deviate from that route. What if something goes wrong? This course is going to be unparalleled. There is going to be nothing else like it on the market, I completely promise you. So we start with the course preview. Anyone can go on and watch these videos right now. Like after you've watched this video, you can go and watch these, just to really give you some context about the course and about Amazon FBA. So what support do you get with the course? How can you start today without the full investment? What's the worst case scenario, and why should you start today? So like I said, those are 3 videos you can go ahead and watch now. Just some starter videos before you get into the actual course and the real bombshells of knowledge that I give in this course. So we start off with the introduction to private labeling. So just a warm up for people who are completely new, because this course does cater from people who are brand new to experienced sellers. So we have how to watch this course. Definitely watch that video first, because it's such a big course and there's so much information. There's a certain way that I like people to watch it, to really break it down and take in all the information in one go. What this course is and isn't. What is Amazon FBA private labeling? If you do this, you'll fail Amazon FBA. So like I said earlier, this course has a lot of situations in it that stop you from making mistakes. So I don't just show you the path. I kind of show you that because I've been with so many students now, and I've seen a lot of people start selling on Amazon, even aren't my students that I've helped. I've seen a lot of common pitfalls and mistakes that people make. So I've included a hell of a lot of that in this course, of mistakes people make, and included it in there just to avoid that mistake. Even if it isn't in the process not to make that mistake, it's still outlined just to ensure that no one does it. So how much do you need to start Amazon FBA? A full breakdown of that, starting with the minimum. So if you don't have the actual amount that I would probably advise to start with, what can you do with the minimum amount? Should you borrow money to start Amazon FBA? And the ultimate 30,000 word Amazon PDF guide, okay? So if you don't learn well by watching videos and kind of this kind of learning platform, there's a 30,000 word Amazon PDF guide that comes with pictures, annotations, step-by-step processes, like facts, fact sheets, links to everything you ever need, link to Amazon support, just literally everything you could ever think about with Amazon is in this guide, and that's a real unique selling point of this course that nobody else has. So we then have the VAT duties and incorporation and more stuff in that. So watch this first. So this is just kind of a breakdown, the overview of this section. We have the VAT duties and incorporation ebook. So that's a normal ebook I sell for £10, which is included in the course. What is a limited company as sole trader? Limited companies versus sole traders. How to create a limited company step by step. I actually go through here. This is why this video is around 17 minutes long. I actually go through and create a company live, okay, and record my screen as I'm doing it. So everything is actually step by step. I'm not just on a PowerPoint showing you step by step. I'm doing it live, okay? And that is what actual step by step is, which not many people seem to realize when they're creating courses. So how to create a business bank account the easy and the hard way. How to name your company, how to find the best accountant for your business. Do you need product liability insurance? VAT in the UK, everything you need to know. VAT is a lot more complicated than people realise, and it shows up in a lot more areas that you can reclaim and do things with and manipulate than many people realise. So when people make a 5-minute video on VAT, there's a 20-minute video here and it goes over VAT in Europe as well. What happens if you want to sell in Germany, if you want to sell in France, if you store your goods in Germany? It goes over everything you need to know about VAT, not just the little tiny bit that most people tell you. So what are customs duty, how to calculate it, everything you need to know about that, and do you need a trademark? Okay, we then extend it to get onto the meaty section of the course, the most comprehensive product research strategy. I'm not just saying that, like, a lot of people just say stuff. It's the most valuable, it's the most comprehensive, okay? And it just makes me laugh, and they just, you just say this stuff just because everyone else says it. Directly compare this course to any others, and I think almost every single module will probably be bigger and more detailed, okay? So, why you shouldn't listen to anyone. A really key point for beginners when you're starting out with Amazon. What products are we looking for? So I take you through listings and products that are good, why they're good, explain the features of them, explain why that feature is a good point, and really break it down. Rather than just tell you what to do, I like to explain it and explain why that's a good idea and the alternatives if you don't like that. So, can we compete with Amazon when Amazon is selling products? Examples of amazing products, things you want to avoid at all costs. So again, helping you actually save money. Referral fee, fulfillment fee, and storage fee. So all the Amazon fees, what you need to know. Setting your targets when looking for products. What is Jungle Scout? The difference between the Jungle Scout web app and Chrome extension. Finding products using Jungle Scout. How to see your competitors' exact sales. How to make Amazon give you product ideas. We then go on to how to spy on your competition. The product research method that I have never shared and you have never heard. This product research method isn't on YouTube, I promise. I absolutely promise you this product research method isn't on YouTube. And for the people that have taken my course and seen this, they've all messaged me and said like, I've never seen this before. How did you find this? How did you do this? It's absolutely amazing that no one has ever shared this before. And like I said, that's just not another thing that people say. I promise you, it's not on YouTube, and I've never ever found it on YouTube. How to use Amazon's profitability experts against them. A really great video there. How to calculate your fees on real products. So I'll go through and choose a few products and then actually break it down of how I would calculate the fees. I go onto every single step live and calculate them, so nothing's held back. Why you need to bundle or differentiate your product, plus examples of that. How Amazon shows you the best items to bundle. Bundle any product in minutes. The mistake that almost lost me thousands with my first product. So again, just trying to save you some more money. How to use camel, how to use Google Trends, how to check for patents, why you shouldn't listen to my exact search criteria, and a summary of that whole module. So the product research module is quite large compared to almost every other one out there, and it goes through everything you need to know, everything you need to like stop yourself making mistakes, things to avoid, best practices. Every product research method I know and have ever seen is in there. It is packed full of content. We then go into suppliers and factories and just look how big these modules are, guys. It really takes into account absolutely everything you need to know. There's nothing left out. So something you need to know about suppliers before you start contacting them. How to find the best suppliers. Something that will save you a lot of money and time really in finding the best suppliers. How to hack your competitors' listings. to help you get suppliers, initial message to suppliers, so they want your business, how many units should you purchase for your first order, ordering samples, insert cards, logos, photography, how do you get all that done, how does like the logistics of all that work, even product and shipping, packaging, everything you need to know about that. So all the labels you need, all the barcodes you need, everything you need to know about getting your product from China to Amazon, and all like the barcode, the labels, where to stick it, how to stick it, the rules with it, the rules against it, everything you need to know about that is in that video there. How to get the best quality pictures taken really fast. You should be doing this the entire time with your supplier. A top tip there to get a considerable discount on your order. The best negotiation tactics that have saved me thousands. You should get why you should or shouldn't get an inspection done. Should you use a contract with your supplier, and how to pay for your goods the safest way. So everything you need to know about suppliers, everything I know about suppliers in that module there. Like seriously guys, just actually going through this course and talking for every single video and breaking it down, it's absolutely massive. There's no other course like this that is this detailed. So if you are looking to on Amazon and you want a step-by-step process, not just drips and drabs of some little bit, if you want every single bit of information, this is definitely the course for you. So we then go on to the Seller Central and setting up pro versus individual accounts, naming your Seller Central account, mistakes not to make when setting it up, hazmat and MSDS forms, what are they, when would you need them, what products are they needed for, and then all barcodes, labels explained, and where to find them. So I've gone through in a video in the previous module about what you need them for, but where do you actually find them, how do you get them, and this is what I mean by the little tiny bits people don't think about. You may know what to do with the labels, but how do you actually get the labels, where do you find them, what are the shortcuts to finding them, where do you source them from, all these little tiny things that we go over. So how to make a killer listing start to finish, another massive module here that is so detailed. So before we go into actually making a listing, we go into FBA versus FBM. What does Amazon look for in your listing when they're ranking it? A good versus bad product listing. I go through the most important parts of your listing. Who do I use for my product photography, my recommendations and discounts for all of that. How to correctly place your product in the market, a really key video that not very many people cover. How to create a listing step by step, so recording my screen, doing it live, as with everything in the course. If you do this, you'll not be fulfilled by Amazon. So a little tiny step that no one really covers, you actually have to do to actually become FBA. You don't just automatically get fulfillment by Amazon privileges. You actually have to do something to get that. So don't make this mistake when setting your price. The psychology of buying, and I've got in brackets that need to know because that's a really key point in setting your price and not very many people cover, which has always allowed me to charge more than my competition and make a lot more money than my competition. So how to find the best keywords for your listing, how to hack your price with better conversions, HTML code, how to use it in your listing, what is that, how to make a killer title, how to make a killer description and bullet points, so really breaking down the listing step by step. You need to do this to increase your conversion rates. How to stop people spying on you. As I said before, we can find our competition. How do we stop them looking at us? How to index for all related keywords. How to hack your images for higher rankings and sales. As I said in there, in like the little stars, that's a secret. Don't see it anywhere on YouTube ever. I've never seen it on YouTube, never seen anyone mention it. So like I said before, I'm not just saying this stuff. That generally you just won't find that on YouTube. The buy box explained everything you need to know about the buy box. Everything you need to know about hijackers, how to remove hijackers, and why you should split test your listing and not just settle for the first draft. Another key video there that hardly anyone actually covers about how to split test your listing, how to test it, how to optimize it once you've actually made it, which is what most people cover. What do we do after that? We don't just want to do a listing and then set it and forget it, okay? We always want to be improving and getting more sales even months down the line. So we then go on to shipping, how to ship your product. An overview of shipping, air versus sea shipping. How do you arrange the collection and delivery of your goods? Another thing not to do when shipping that's going to save you a lot of money, and I've seen so many people lose a hell of a lot of money making this mistake, so I just wanted to include that to make sure nobody does make that mistake again. How to make a shipping plan step by step, recording my screen, literally saying click this, then click this, then click this, what do you have to do here, just literally step by step. EORI numbers, what are they, like how do you use them? I've never heard of EORI numbers before. That video will explain everything you need to know. Go through the form, how to fill out the form to get a EORI number, how to submit the application. It is everything you need to know, guys. Then we go through should you insure your goods on the shipment. We then go on to launching your product on the first page. look how big these modules are. It is just insane. And I think there's going to be another 20 to 30 videos coming soon. It is insane how much value this course is offering. So we go through Amazon's terms of service, we go through our launch strategy, we go through verified versus unverified reviews. We then talk about why do we do giveaways, how many units do you have to give away to rank number 1, how to create coupon codes, email sequences explained, how to create an email automation sequence step by step, recording my screen, bundling an ebook with your listing, how to remove negative seller feedback, what I did with my emails to make me thousands in extra sales by like reusing my current customers, retargeting, all these different things, how to get your first 5 reviews. Doing this will get you negative reviews, so just something you want to avoid doing there. Another thing that if you do this, you'll greatly increase your ranking and conversion rate. How to handle complaints to get positive reviews. Double your sales with this simple trick. How to track your exact ranking on Amazon for free. That is an amazing video right there that you really need to do. When you're launching your product, how do you know if it's working or not? How do you know what keywords you're ranking for? How do you know what keywords to focus more on? This is a way you can track your ranking for free, completely automated. You don't have to do anything. It will just show you every single day where you're ranked for up to 20 keywords completely for free. If you do not understand this, you will fail. So another thing there that you just want to understand about launching your product and how it works, so you're prepared for that. And the correct thing to do if you're going to run out of stock. And as you can see here, guys, all these videos are like 3 minutes long, 3 minutes long, 7 minutes, 3 minutes, 1 minute 46, 2 minutes 30. They're very, very precise, to the point. There's no waffling. There's nothing like that. They are to the point. The video starts and I start giving out information. It is direct, to the point, and it is everything you need to know without any waffle in between. And to be honest, a lot of the people who have taken this course have messaged me after and said, this course is hilarious. It's so funny. Because when we're in the course and we're actually going through it, I'm a lot less uncensored, let's say, than I am when I'm doing these videos. And it's actually a really funny thing to watch. And a lot of people have just said they watch it like just for the enjoyment of it and how much it makes them laugh while they're watching it. It's not boring. It's not just going through slideshows. It's quite a lot of comedy included in the learning, which I think is great. I don't think you can just sit there and watch just bland content. So there's another thing to consider when you're thinking about courses. Are they going to be actually fun to watch? If you're not using AMS, you will fail. So we're moving on to the advertising on Amazon section now. And this is the biggest section in the course, I think. And I'd really encourage anyone here to go to any Amazon FBA course and look at the advertising on Amazon section. Advertising on Amazon is probably the hardest bit of Amazon. And you don't really know that until you start. Because when people actually start, they think, I don't really need support, I can do it by myself. They get to advertising, and that's when I get the messages that my ACOS is like 160%, I can't get it down, I'm losing so much money, what should I do? All these problems are happening, like, can I please have your help? I really need your help. I don't know what to do. These are the questions and the things that happen when you start advertising, when you don't know what you're doing. And most courses have maybe 3 videos, 4 videos on advertising, and it's maybe 20 minutes long. I just find that hilarious. The product research, the PPC section in this course is massive and actually breaks down how to advertise. If someone can show you how to advertise on Amazon, how to optimize, how to do everything is involved in PPC in 20 or 30 minutes, I would question how much they actually know about advertising, or they're clearly just holding back the truth and they don't want to tell you everything they know, which is the case with most courses, that they actually don't want to tell you everything that the course owner knows. So what if you're not using AMS, you'll fail. Why you need to be using the AMS services. Need to know before starting PPC, the basics of how PPC works, short tail versus long tail keywords, what are they, where do we use them, and where do both of them come into our plan. How to create a PPC campaign step by step, automatic PPC campaigns explained, broad, phrase, exact, every single one of them explained in their own separate video. Going through them with examples, what do they do, what do they target, what don't they target, when should you use each one, a summary of our PPC strategy, how to rank number 1 using PPC. So sometimes you might not want to use giveaways, you want to use just PPC. How do we use PPC to get our product to page 1 without any giveaways or anything else? Negative keywords explained, and negative keywords are probably one of the most important things in PPC that are really going to allow you to get those sub 1% ACOSs. Why I bid higher than all my competitors on purpose. how to find all of the best keywords for your PPC campaigns. There's a number of ways to do this, and you want to be using all of them to get every single possible keyword you can. When should you start your first PPC campaign? How long should you run each section of your campaign for, and why? So a lot of people will say you've got to start automatic campaign, then a broad, then a phrase. That's not what we do here. We go through what is each one, why do we use each one, what do they target, what do they do, when do we start them, when do we stop them, at what point should we optimize them, at what point should we increase the spend, lower the spend, what does this mean, what does that mean. We actually break down PPC and not just show you what PPC is, which is the case of a lot of courses. How to automatically bid higher than all your competitors. And this is the bit that really sets this course apart. Looking at my automatic match PPC reports, a full breakdown. So when you run PPC, you get a full report of your data. I actually show you that report and break it down for you and how I'd optimize that. So I break it down, I get it, and I get it completely raw after a week of not touching it, and I go for it live, okay? I break down the data. What would I do now? What would I do? How would I optimize this? What negative keywords will I put in? This is what PPC is, and this is what people don't show you, and this is what this course is different for, and how it's going to save you so much money and time and just stress, basically. I do that for my automatic campaign, my broad, my phrase, and my exact campaign. I get the reports and I optimize them live for you guys, okay? Exactly how I get 1% ACOS for my campaigns. Again, going into my Seller Central and showing you guys this stuff. Why you can't trust your PPC data, the importance of statistically significant data, a really key point there not many people cover. You must do this with your PPC data, and how to find keywords that will get you sales for pennies. Another thing, guys, no one else teaches this. It's not on YouTube anywhere. You're not going to find that. I promise. You're not going to find that. I hand on heart promise it's not on YouTube. So advanced marketing techniques. So not only do we go for how to advertise on Amazon, I want to show you guys how to advertise off of Amazon. If you have a product that you can target people with, so if you're selling something such as something gym related, you can target people that go to the gym, that like that kind of stuff off of Amazon. You can build a following and get more sales from that. So why should we advertise through Facebook? How to build even a highly targeted audience. How to automatically connect with your audience. The Facebook pixel, what is that? How can you track your customers on your website? How long they spend there? What do they do there? What do they click? How you can track all of that. Custom audiences and everything you need to know. Lookalike audiences and everything you need to know. These are both like targeting methods on Facebook that you can use. ClickFunnels explained. How to create a high converting Facebook ad. How to directly target those most likely to purchase your product. How to use landing pages to direct traffic to your Amazon listing and build an email list at the same time. How to create landing pages step by step. How to create a Facebook pixel step by step and install it on your website. How to create a Facebook ad step by step. Everything, recording my screen, literally everything is step by step. How to build social proof of Facebook ads. How Amazon pay me to sell my own product. How to leverage influencers and grow your brand to boost sales. And advertising on Facebook versus advertising on Amazon. When should you use both? Which one's better? And a breakdown of them both compared to each other. We then go on to getting ungated and more. So what are gated categories and brands? A general overview to getting ungated and the steps you have to take. Then we go through how to get ungated in the following categories: apparel, automotive, beauty, grocery, health and personal care, luggage and travel accessories, some of the main ones, and then a list of wholesalers to help you do that. And then at the end, we just have a few little tips or things you need to know that don't really fit into any of the other modules, but are just little tips that I found that people struggle with and always ask the same question. So if I get the same question asked, I put it in the course to help you guys, so you can really just take the course and start selling. How to contact seller support. What do you do if your account gets suspended? Don't get this wrong. Seriously, that's a mistake that will cost you money, so you don't want to get that wrong. How to track your profits automatically. And something you must do every single day you're selling on Amazon, which is probably one of the most important points in the course. Even though it's only a 1 minute 18 second video, it's very, very important that you do that. So we then go through the course resources, all my links and recommendations, all the discounts you can get, the free and unlimited mentoring that comes with the course. So 24/7 mentoring, lifetime. As long as you're selling on Amazon, if you have a question, shoot it over and I'll help you. A lot of people say they'll reply in 24 hours. I don't really do that. I normally reply in 15-20 minutes. I'm very, very fast with the replies, which you need. If your goods are stuck at customer and you're being charged fees every single day, you don't want someone to reply to you in a couple hours. If you're having a problem, it's so imperative and it's so stressful when you message someone and they're not replying to you, which is what a lot of people do basically. We then go through the personal consultation call you get of the course, along with obviously the 30,000 word ebook guide, all of the, well, soon to be 200 videos. It's just crazy. Nothing else includes all of this. And a point I want to get across to you guys is the amount of subscribers you have on YouTube doesn't dictate how good your course is, okay? I see a lot of people just buying courses just because the person has a load of subscribers, okay? But subscribers and social proof doesn't dictate how good your course is, okay? If you want to look at how good someone's course is, forget about who they are, forget about what they're doing, actually look at the course they're giving to you, okay? I see some of the people in the UK who are selling the most on Amazon doing YouTube, and their course is 50 videos long, okay? Just because they're doing a large amount of sales on Amazon, that doesn't mean their course is the best, or they're the best person to teach you, okay? I could be doing £1 million on Amazon and sell a course of 20 videos. That doesn't mean that course is going to teach you how to sell on Amazon, okay? So actually compare your courses. Don't compare the people selling the courses or like that. Actually compare what you're getting and get the most for your money. So that's the course breakdown, but what is the price of the course, okay? Normally the course would be £497, which is absolutely incredible, okay? You compare this course to any other course out there on the market, most of them $497, they're not even half of what this course is. They don't even offer half the detail, they don't even offer the 30,000 word ebook guide, they don't offer the personal consultation call, they don't offer almost 200 videos, they offer maybe a third or half of that. Just because they sell on Amazon and they have a load of subscribers on YouTube doesn't mean their course is worth £500, okay? Actually compare your courses. But until Sunday, the 13th of December 2018, the course is 25% off for the first 10 people, and that is just ridiculous value, okay? After going through everything I just mentioned, the almost 200 videos soon to be, the 30,000 word ebook guide, the 24/7 messaging where I actually reply quickly and not in 24 hours, and the personal coaching call, it's absolutely mental to get that for $497, let alone 25% off. If you guys don't take this opportunity in a year's time, when for some reason me having a bunch of subscribers mean my course is good, I think a lot of you would regret that decision and look back and kind of question why you didn't take this amazing opportunity while it's still there, because the course will never be this cheap again. That's a promise, it will never be this cheap again because of the value, okay? I don't like selling this course at $375 or $372.75, seems to be 25% off. I don't like it, and that's why it's only for 10 people. It's only for the first 10 people, and to be honest, I think there's only like 6 or 7 spaces left at this point. So I don't like selling it that cheap because I know that people are selling their courses for £500 and they're a third of what this course is. And it annoys me that I have to try and compete with these courses that are so much lesser in what they offer on price, okay? And coming Sunday, I'll no longer be trying to compete with these courses on price. And at $497, matching the price even of a course is third the detail is still an amazing offer, and it's just extremely crazy to do that, okay? So until Sunday, the first 10 people, or might be 6 or 7 now, will get the course at this discounted price. So it is for that limited time only. If you don't take action now, you will miss out on the opportunity forever. It won't come again. Like I said, I promise that. So that is the most detailed and comprehensive Amazon FBA course. I hope you've enjoyed this full breakdown of the course, and I hope it helps you in your decision of how you want to sell on Amazon and the path you want to take. Of course, the checkout page here, the discount code already applied. Just some more testimonials here for people who have taken the course. But like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about this course breakdown, what you think about other courses in comparison to this course, and subscribe. I hope to see you all in the next video.